Hi everybody, welcome back to Cids Modded Life, Season 2, Episode 167 with me, Cid, and we are back over at Jurassic Land, where I'm probably going to start continuing the road out now. There's a couple of things we can do. We have got, of course, these little fellas. Yes, we saw you. And they are aggressive as hell. Over this side we have got these big fellas. Oh, well, they will be once they're fully grown. And some of them will. Some of them are fully grown. Deer, camel things, and mammoths. And we have got a space over this side. Now over here is where I'm eventually going to bring our railway station up to, this kind of area. Aren't I? I'm not entirely sure what was going on down here. Something, apparently. Anyway, can't remember what I did that. So we have got a space on that side. And I'm thinking maybe need another pen. I mean, this potentially I may want to, what I may do is extend this all the way back, bring the train round here, and then extend this all the way back so we've got a much bigger pen for these. Over this side we'll have another pen. I think I'm going to go with the mammals for that pen, and if I'm not mistaken, I think we may have some embryos of some carnivores from that period, rather than other stuff. Oh, we've got a good selection of those came through. Okay, well that's nice. What have we got? What have we got? Nothing much in there. These are not. Those are definitely not. That is a thing. I don't even know what that is. Hang on. Diplocallus DNA. I'm going to guess that in aquatic. We really do need to get more storage over here because we are struggling big time with the old storage for the fossils. We probably need to go and mine some more fossils as well. If I'm honest, I don't know what we're like in here. What are we like in there? We have got some bio. Oh, we've got a good selection of biofossil actually. So we could go and grab that. We could grab some more tar drops, get some more of those going. Yeah, I think what we're going to do, we're going to rearrange this area. I'll put a fridge here. I may move this desk and everything. Put a fridge there. Kind of double that up over. Maybe over here. Maybe we'll sort out something. Maybe put some fridges at the back. Lots of storage for the stuff and things, and we'll split those like so, and they will come down into here. Yeah. Now if I have a look at my map. Go to an overland map. I'm fairly certain that if I head down here somewhere, this was where was it? It was a swampy area that we found a tar pit. I'm trying to think where it was. Yeah, not Herm like them, but Herm like me. Well, it can't. I can't be that far away, surely. I mean, I shot off. Was it round? There we go. Lots of tar pits there. Now, question. Can I pump tar? The answer is I don't know. So my first mission is to go and see if we can actually use our immersive engineering stuff, our pump power pump, and probably we'll get a tank of some description to do that, and see if we can get those. So I'm going to head back home, going to grab a quantum tank, I think, and then I'm going to head down to where those tar pits were, because if we can get the tar, then we can get the drips, which means we can basically slurp it all out. So yeah, let me have a look at what we got in the way of tanks. That's got fuel in it. Tank, black hole tank, that's probably the answer. Excellent. Right, I will see you at the place. Alright, well, we are here, and I need to get over to the nearest. I want to keep the number of those I'm going to make you go blind slimes down to an absolute minimum, because they were brutal. There's one over there. Let me just come down here, let my wings recharge. Might actually be an idea to sleep the night off first. Let's head over this way quickly, and we'll just get a quick snooze and then re-tackle this problem. Come on, there we go. Yeah, so the problem with those things was that they were just brutal. Those slimes, if they latched onto you, it was kind of a blindness effect, and it was really weird how it had that kind of influence. I don't suppose there's another one over this way, is there? Does not look like it. So it looks like that is the nearest there. Let's get this ready. We need to place this over the liquid, which of course is going to be it's going to be a lot easier said than done, isn't it? Like so. And then we need to set that to output. Get that down on the side. Get that on the top. Let me just recharge wings again. This might not work. This could be an abject failure. I've just noticed we've got a whole load of unfriendly peoples down there. Die! This is not ideal. Maybe it would make a lot more sense just to not let them get near me, but they've got such a range on them. Oh man, that is not good. I really don't want to get hit by these guys, because it's quite an unpleasant visual effect. Damn it. Problem is they're just spawning faster than... Oh god, here we go. Ah! Let me just come... Hang on. Oh, this is impossible. Let me try. I'm trying to get away from the swamp. Oh god. It's like you can't see anything while they're on you. How many of these swining things are on my person? Okay, I think if I run a little bit, and then just, I think I landed a bit close, perhaps. Do you think I landed a bit close? I think I might have landed a bit close. Where the hell are my wings? There they are. Right. Just get them all. They are painful. Now what I can't see is whether I turn that on or not, so I'm going to take the better part of Valor and I'm going to go plenty far enough away, let them unload, I think, and come back. That might be a much more sensible and, you know, ultimately brave thing. That might be a place to go hunting for fossils, actually. Sorry, I'm getting distracted, aren't I? Right, let's go back and see if they have despawned long enough for me to turn that damn thing on. Yeah, that was definitely not my idea of a fun thing. Right, that is sucking up the tar. Excellent. I'll just grab those while I'm here. It'd be foolish not to. I took enough damage to do it. Yeah, let's see how long it takes for that stuff to be drained. I'll be back in a moment. Alright, well, we've drained it. I think 199 buckets. I think we can live with that. I think while we're over this way, what I am going to do, I'm going to grab this. I'm going to pop this lot of fossil stuff away, which is that and those. We shall take this and we shall pop all of the immersive things away. Oh, and that. And that can all go away in there. And then we'll take this and we shall pop all of this lot into the crap hole. And we're going to head back over to that ravine while we're here. Now I am set to Silk Touch, so that's fine. We need another. I can't seem to find my scarab. I'm not sure whether I forgot to pick it up properly in that fight or what. But where the hell was that ravine that I spotted? Hang on a second. I could have sworn I spotted a ravine directly over from there, and I am here. Okay, so it's over there. Yeah. Now we need a scarab if we're ever going to do the allosaur or the any of the big boys, basically. Because you need that to tame them. So if I'm going to go and do those, we need to find some more fossils. We need lots of fossils. The percentage chance of actually getting the scarab is, I think it's something like 0.001. It is stupidly low. I also checked, and to use the time machine I need 3 scarabs, so I am going to need one hell of a lot of fossils. So while I'm in an area where they are common, and I've got a handy ravine to hand, which makes life a lot easier, I am going to grab myself a whole load of these guys if I can, and yeah, I'll be back with you in a mo. I'll probably grab some clay. I'm not sure. I might just do some mining while we're here. Let me just carry on doing this for a short while, and I shall be back with you in a bit. Alright, so this is going to become a bit of a caving run, I'm afraid, or not afraid, depending on your attitude on caving runs. Reason being, I actually do want to have a little chat about Cids modded life and the future of this season. Not this series. I think Cids modded life is going to be a part of my life. I mean, let's face facts. You know, my idea of Minecraft is modded, hence this modded life. But we are reaching a, for want of a better term, we're reaching a real crux in. I'm just going to start over here, I think, and work my way back. I should be lighting up. Oh my god, this is, you know, when I want a small cave I can't find one, and the moment I don't, I can. So we're reaching a crux in modded provision at the moment, and there are a number of things going on, but not least Forgecraft is back with its 1.4 version. I'm going to actually stick all of my stuff into here that I want to just mine, and then this can hold it, can't it? That's a nice idea. Yes, that's a good idea, John. So we're reaching this kind of crux point, this point in modded where 1.12 is obviously still the dominant current, or the dominant most modern version of modded Minecraft, and 1.14 now. Forge is out for 1.14. We are in a situation where for the first time in ages we'll be moving forward again. It seems to have taken a long time. Missed 1.13 entirely, and you know, we're there. So 1.14 is coming along. That said, 1.14 is, in my opinion, as far as a season like a series like Cids modded life is not ready. There's, you know, large swathes of mods not done yet. They're early. Most of them are beta. And we've still got things I need to do to finish this season off as well. You know, it's not like I don't want to just abandon it. We've got projects I want to complete. I want to finish the Avery project. I want to finish the Jurassic project. I still need to do some work in space on these Leo. I don't think I'm going to go any further into Galacticraft. Venus has annoyed me to the point where I don't feel like I want to do it, just because, you know, having a requirement to get to Venus, and the only way to survive on Venus is to get something you can only get from Venus, just seems like lunacy to me. So yeah, that's, you know, a thing. But Leo, the low Earth orbit satellite, space station, that's the thing I'd like to finish, and I've got some plans for it. I need to finish off the things on the clipboard. I've got quite a few things still on my clipboard to finish. Any more in there? No. Okay, so these are all things that need to be finished off. So I think we're still going to be looking at, certainly, oh hello, I wondered what that was. we're certainly going to be looking at in the region of another 25, 30 plus episodes of this. So I'd like maybe to take it as far as episode 200. I mean, that sounds like a good target, doesn't it? That's, you know, 100 weeks, nearly 2 years for a season. Yeah, I don't think that's a particularly unreasonable target. And I need to start thinking about the direction I want to go with Cids Modded Life in season 3. You know, I mean, it is still going to be the plan is still going to be along the lines of a kitchen sink pack that fills a need for me, and it's going to be based around whatever I'm building, and you know, I shall put mods in to suit that and add and change it as and when. I do want to make the Cids Modded Life pack more accessible going forward. I am conscious that this particular season I've not been able to keep the pack up to date. Partly that is due to the fact that some mods have been removed from Forge, so unless I remove them from hello, who shot that? Oh, you, okay. Peekaboo. Yeah, so I am conscious that that's been a problem, but you know, without actually taking things out from this build that I'm running, there was just no way to update the pack because the mods have been removed from, you know, from Forge. So if I can't, if the mods are no longer there, I can't include them. And one of the downsides to using Forge as a means of and Twitch as a means of distributing packs is that you are somewhat restricted in that you can only distribute what's on there. And I'm not, I mean, there may be ways around it, and I'm sure there are, but you know, this is a hobby for me, so sometimes I just have to take a back seat and go, yeah, I can't update that. That's a dead duck. I don't know why it has to be a duck which is dead. It just seems that's the phrase that people often use about ducks. So yeah, that's kind of where I am with regards to that now. Oops. There are other mods coming along which, you know, are interesting. Well, certainly interesting to me. There are mods that I want to include, and there's already some mods things. So I'm probably going to start prototyping in the background quietly. I again will be building orientated. I will probably have some mods in which people will still consider to be OP. I still think cyclic, for example, is, I love the mod. I have to admit that it is stupidly overpowered, but I do love the mod, so it's kind of a chicken egg thing. By the way, if I miss ores, don't worry, I'm not worried. I'm just kind of mining what to keep myself too busy while I talk. Agate. So yeah, I think that's kind of where we are with this. I'm going to continue now, I think, just hunting for those elusive fossil. Whoa, what a, oh man, this place is like a caving paradise. The other thing, of course, which I am conscious of, is that there's very little left. I mean, what we're doing now is building, and it obviously I play this game for the sake of building. I build for the sake of building, but there's very little left that can threaten me. So there's very limited exploration value left. I think that's probably a fair way of describing it. You know, we want you need to go and explore, and for exploration to be valuable there needs to be a risk, and we genuinely just really don't have one now. Now you could keep on going and adding ever tougher bosses and mobs in, but that direction doesn't work. I know that's a very, very, very sweeping statement from me, but it's true. You just have to look at the Chaos Dragon in Draconic. There comes a point where you're making the mobs so ludicrously powerful that any joy of fighting them just goes out the window. You know, it's power creep gone mad, I suppose. And this is not to say that power creep is bad. Power creep is inevitable. In my opinion, it is more than inevitable. What is that? Volcanic rock. Can we do anything with you? I know you're from that as well. What can we do with that? We can really do nothing with it. Okay, that's... Oh, hello, diamonds. We'll have them. Be wrong not to. More importantly, fossils. Yay! Yeah, so let me just carry on getting fossils, and then I shall see you back at the fossil centre, and we shall process a load of these up in the hope of getting a thingy, and we'll also process a whole load of that tar up in the hope of getting some biofossils, which will give us access to more of the furry dinosaur. Well, not furry, yeah, furry dinosaurs, for want of a better word. I know it's completely inaccurate, but who cares? It's only a word, and it's actually not even an important word in this instance. So yeah, back in a bit. All right, we have one great big block of fossils. We also have our magneton, which means that's not good. In fact, let's leave the magnet on. We'll just fly around over here, pick up all of these guys' eggs. Just get this out of the way while we can, shall we? Right, there we go. And we shall bin the eggs. I want that on. And then we're going to go and get our fortune upgrades. We are going to take our silk touch out, up our fortune, and that is defrosting. Forgot about that. That defrosts. Damn it, we only really got one piece of meat out of that. Okay, that was a mistake. Yeah, so you get frozen meat from the permafrost, you get it deep down, and then we have got just a metric crap ton of these to dig through. So let's see whether we get a scarab. I'm not hopeful. I'll take whatever we get, but obviously this is just a luck game, and we'll see what we get from it. So far, fossils, which is kind of what you'd expect from fossils. But yeah, there was a goodly amount, and certainly can't complain. It's quite entertaining actually working down at the depth. I do enjoy it. This is probably almost certainly not going to give us a scarab, but hopefully when we move over to the tar, we'll be able to get some more woolly mammoth-y, schmelden, you know, saber-toothed tiger-y, hoofer drops, and that will be nice. But what have we got there? A tick-talic foot and a bone of something, but yeah, nothing yet. There's stuff to process, so that's not, we can't really complain. We are getting things, and yeah, we're going to have to grab a little bit of this stuff going and process up. Now, and the next enclosure is going to be another wintry enclosure, so I will probably get that done while these process. I also have got a few other things to throw in. I don't know whether they will stay frozen. This is obviously the permafrost hasn't. It's turned to dirt. Now, what I did get out of this is, let me just go and swap these back out and put that away. Fortune, was this stuff. He says this stuff and then fails to get it. Iced rock. And I don't know whether that will stay iced, so what we'll do is we'll try a bit of that in some of the enclosures over here for the icy critters, and you know, we could replace some of these, for example, some of the wall sections down here. Like that, with a wee bit of this stuff, and that might just add something to it. I don't know. Just throw those on the ground. So we've got a number of things to do. First things first, let's go and process up what we dug out. If we get much building or anything on this episode, well, that will be a bonus, but I'm not going to hold my breath. Oh, and incidentally, the time machine component I put there, we do need 3 scarabs to make the time machine. I also need to go and check my thing. I might have actually returned it to my storage system by, you know, well, not by accident. That would be technically incorrect. We analyse that and that. Can we do anything with these? We can. Oh, we can actually analyse the bones. That's interesting. Skull block doesn't do anything. We can make a skull stick, which apparently does something. Don't know what. Right, yeah. And we should have a whole load of things now. Again, I'm not seeing any of the modern animals. I need to get those fridges as well, so I'm going to check for my scarab while I'm back at that end, leave this processing, and I shall be back with you in a moment. Alright, so I've done a little bit of sorting out. We've got embryos going over here when they're done. These are now empty of everything other than that. We've got a chest up there for botanicals. We've got more crates and diamond crates and fridges than we can shake well, and shake anything you like at, to be honest. So we do need to be like putting things like these. The relics need to go away in their respective place, which for the lack of anywhere else, let's take all of that out. That's all relic-y. That's not. So all of those can go in there. Got a bucket of tar. We have got more tar to obviously go through, but right now this is processing. That's processing those. That's got plant fossils in it. So we need to have a look at our tar situation, which is here. And these are the bit we analyse for their bits. So we'll do those in like that. We'll pop that down there and we can pick that up. That's all done with. So 199 buckets, I believe we'll find there. That should, yep. So, and they turn into tar drops. Bit painful. I'm not sure whether there's an easy way to craft those out, but yeah, we need them for our fossils. So I suppose, you know, the price of getting a few stacks of these is going to be processing these. Back in a sec. On second thoughts, I did build a bloody system to do things like this, so I don't know whether I can, how I'm going to go about filling. Obviously I can see there's a tank here. Now I can take that off, and that temporarily. I wonder whether I can then, well, first things first, let's put down my tank and get a bucket of tar. And then what I want to do is put that in there. We can then place our bucket of tar back in, and I should that's not going to play, is it? How do I get that into there? Let's have a look. Have I got any fluid pipes? Cables and things. This is only needs to be a temporary affair. Fluid extraction cable. Yeah, we can do it like that. So what we'll do is we'll place that there, and we'll place that there, and that should be going into there, and that should be draining. It is. And all the tar's going straight back into the system. So let that run through. It's a damn sight faster than me doing it, and that'll get me a whole load of these tar drops, and then I'll rebuild the assembler for creosote. Back in a sec. Alright, yeah, because this has gone from being, I had some brilliant plans, no I didn't, to being it's a Bob's episode. We're calling off at Olympus. On the way back we have got a whole load of this going, and we are going to charge up our perfect chaos orb. There should be enough juice in there to completely recharge it with a wee bit of luck. What have you got? You've definitely got blaze mesh still in. Yeah, you are going all out, aren't you? And of course it should actually repair all of our tools should we sit here long enough as well, so that's probably, yeah, that's going up. So I can always AFK here and repair the stuff that doesn't have mending, which is nice. It's always nice to have stuff that gets repaired. But there's our perfect chaos orb. That's got a good, yeah, that's going up quite rapidly, and that one would repair itself should I go and sit in. In fact, what we can do is we can go and stand over here, and I can put the items that don't have mending into it, that have mending into there, so the only thing it can repair is that. If I which if I press control on, we should see that goes up quite rapidly. I'm not going to sit here for 400 points of durability though. We shall worry about that some other time. In the meantime, yeah, we need to get back to Jurassic Land. For that I'm going to need some rockets, because this area isn't on the Chaos Gem network, it's on the Astral network, and yeah, it's not ideal. But it doesn't matter, we can fly. I must admit, I was when Elytra first came out, and I'm fairly certain I've said this before, but you know, it's something I think needs saying more than once. When the Elytra first appeared, I was not a fan. I really wasn't. And I am definitely a convert. Most definitely a convert. Yeah, I was all like, well, hang glider's just as good, blah blah blah, and it really isn't. Anyway, let me fill that up with those, and we'll hold on to that. So we're definitely getting fossils. We've got plenty of stuff coming out, so yeah, I'm going to babysit this for a while, and more compies, and I'll be back with you in a second. I've just been working on cultivating, and that is why you don't leave this in an open area. Phaliosaurus flesh. Now apparently I think we can use that, can't we, in an analyzer, and there is still a chance of getting some DNAs, including the fossil ones, so that's not too bad. Yeah, so while these are processing, that's a zombie outside. While these are processing, we're kind of trying to double up and you know, get the old stuff going. So this should be, these three look like they may successfully complete. Let's keep it locked. And I'm just kind of bouncing around between grabbing the various DNAs as they come out, grabbing the fossils and sticking those in, because we're running normal. Ooh, dodo. Ooh, nice. And as we get these, we'll keep on, you know, processing. That actually does need analysing as well, doesn't it? So I suppose what we should do is take a stack of those out and just leave a space there for any oddities like that. Yep. I'll carry on. I'll be back with you in a bit. Alright, I've just realised I've been going for about 42 minutes here and I'm really not getting anything. I'm going to do a whole load of processing in the background. I also want to check out something with these guys, and that is, I don't think I've got the means on me. Let me just double check. If I have, they're going to be in cables and pipes. No, not in cables and pipes. I mean, I suppose I could always borrow one of these. What I would like to see is if this is in any way sided, so if it's feeding, what we got? Oh, that was interesting. All right, and another one, couple of fails. Okay, well, that's a thing. So the issue we have with these is simply this: they break, and you know, you end up with a mess, and the cultivation fails and everything falls into the lab and yada yada. Now therefore the question I have is there a way we can automate these? I don't know the answer, by the way. I'm asking this question, you know, rhetorically, if you like. And let's put half of them in there and half of them in there, and then we'll get back out, because if we can automate the process of placing these, then what we can do is when they break, I can basically set a room up with some hoppers underneath it. It can have a hopper feeding into the bottom of out the bottom to take the final result, feeding the fuel in from the side and the fossils in from the top, and then another to the side of that we can have a block placer which is filtered to basically say in the event that this breaks, place one of these, and then everything gets picked back up in the hoppers underneath. If it does break, it doesn't matter, we just run them through again later, and so on and so forth. So I think I'm going to have a look at that next episode. I'm going to keep processing some of these for a while, just to get to where we are, because there's obviously stuff coming through here that we want. And we're going to obviously want to process all of these as well, so those are going to go through. But we're getting various petrodons, so we got a pterosaur, which is great because that means we can actually start thinking about a thing. We got the old club beastie, lots of interesting stuff going on there. Obviously we've got stuff going on in here that gives us rise to, I think that is a modern, these are dinosaurs. Now what are you? I can't remember. Allosaur, he's a big boy. I think that's a tyrannosaur, and then various other bits and pieces in here. We've got some of the fish that we've just created in here. So yeah, but on that note, I think we are going to call this an episode. We've got a megalithingiorosaurus. I think that's a rhinoceros thing. And until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon. Bye for now.